everyone, my name is Dawn, and today we're going to talk about how to speak fast and understand native English speakers. So if you want to try to speak like a native speaker, this is the video for you. If you like this kind of content and if you are currently learning English, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, that will show so much support for me. All right, so let's talk about why a lot of people have issues per se talking like a native English speaker. A lot of native English speakers do this really funny thing where we actually shorten so many words and phrases. So instead of saying something like, I am going to go to the store, we would say something like, I'm gonna go to the store. It sounds like it's hard to understand, but that's because I'm taking a section of that sentence and I'm combining it into this really weird mixed version, like I'm going to. So that's what we're going to talk about, is understanding these little shortcuts that a lot of native English speakers do so that potentially you can at least understand what they are. That will help you understand much quicker when you're listening to a native English speaker, but also maybe something that you could eventually tie into your own speaking practice. These are some things that are not usually taught in a formal English class, and that's okay. But we're gonna go over them so that you can at least be aware of them and eventually maybe start using them yourself. All right, so let's talk about the first shortcut, which is using the word of. So of is technically a preposition and we use it in many sentences. But when native English speakers say the word of, they actually end up saying instead. So if I wanted to say, oh, this was so easy, this was a piece of cake, would I say this is a piece of cake? No, a native English speaker would say that was a piece of cake. Another example could be, just take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. This is a lot of stress. I would probably say that's a lot of stress. Oh, we'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. That sounds more normal for a native English speaker. As a matter of fact. As a matter of fact. So as you can see, those are just a few examples how native English speakers would much rather say instead of. Let's go to the next one. So the next shortcut that lots of native English speakers say is combining should, could, would with have. So instead of saying should have, I should have done this, we would say should have. I should have done this morning. I could have done this morning. I could have done this morning. Or I would have done this morning. I would have done this morning. So as you can see, we're kind of making it really into like a quick word. We don't even say it so much like should have, could have. It kind of becomes this really weird fast word. So would have, or could have, should have. So as you can see, there's lots of weird combination of the words or weird mixes of these words. All right, number 3 is the one that I brought up earlier in this video, which is I'm going to. So instead of saying I am or I am going to, we would just say I'm a. So for example, I'm gonna go to the store. I am going to go to the store. I'm gonna go to the store. I am going to take English classes. I would take English classes. So as you can see, like I can't think of it immediately on the spot, but in a natural conversation, when I'm naturally speaking, I would say, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that. That is what we would use as a native English speaker. All right, so number 4, let's talk about the glottal stop. So the glottal stop is actually this really weird pause in between sounds that nobody really teaches you about. So for example, if I were to say the word button as a native English speaker, I wouldn't say button, I would say button. So did you hear that weird sound? Button, button. So it's kind of like a stop. It's kind of like this pause in the middle of the sound. And that is the glottal stop. It's kind of like that sound you make when you say like, uh-oh. Right in the middle, uh-oh. So that is the glottal stop. So let's look at some other words. I don't say mountain, I would say mountain. What about letter? Letter. Letter. Or even water. Can I have a glass of water? I would say water. Can I have some water? So in this case, it's a lot of the T's being replaced by this weird sound. Just like button, button. All right, so let's go to number 5. So instead of saying don't you, native English speakers say Dontcha. Don't you want to go to the store with me? Don't you want to go to the beach with me? Don't you just want to lay in bed and not work all day? So as you can see, we are saying don't you as one weird combined word to Dontcha. All right, number 6. This is like for a variety of questions that you would say by starting with what. So for example, if I were to say, what have you been doing? I would probably say as a native English speaker, what you been doing? What are you saying? What you saying? What do you think? What you think? What do you want to do now? What you want to do now? So as you can see, we are taking the long form and compressing it really tightly. All right, so these are the 6 ways that you can start practicing to sound more like a native English speaker and be able to listen quickly and be able to speak quickly, just like a native English speaker as well. All right, so if you are currently learning English and if you would like to see more videos like this, please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Be sure to ring the bell, click on the little bell so that you can get notifications when the next video is up. I will see you next time.